What's up guys, this is Doc Lamau here, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going over my plate carrier setup. Couple quick disclaimers, this is for Milsim airsofting, that's what I have this plate carrier set up to do. If you are a real steel guy, don't worry, a lot of this stuff is fully compatible, so if you're just looking for plate carrier inspiration, I think you'll have a lot to get out of this video. Just to show you here, this is an airsoft magazine, M4 magazine, but it is full size. These are the same dimensions as a real steel Stanag USGI magazine. These are made by Arcturus, in case you're wondering. These are mid-cap magazines. Next thing to get out of the way, this plate carrier is set up for a specific role that I will be doing for my next event. I'm going to a Milsim LLC event later this fall. It's going to be in September in Illinois. I'll have a link for it in the description if you want to check it out. Hope to see you there. Me and the guys from White Horse Milsim will be there in full force, so yeah, hope to see you there. But yeah, I'm going to be a combat engineer. That's the role I signed up for this time around. So when you sign up for a specialty role at Milsim, they give you a list of required items. So you're going to go ahead and see those items on this plate carrier. So just want to give you that quick heads up. This is a role specific type of setup. That being said, it's a pretty general, I'll do a quick overview. GP pouch over here, GP pouch over here, double GP back panel on the rear. So it's not like it's super specialized, but yeah, there are some specialized items on this carrier. Yeah, with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and spin the camera around. We'll go ahead and get into this. All right, so starting things off, this is the FCPC V5 plate carrier. It is a very Gucci plate carrier. I absolutely love this thing. I'm very happy that I made this purchase, but I just want to give you a heads up. If you are newer to Milsim, even if you've been playing airsoft for a while, you already have an entry-level plate carrier that you found on Amazon, and you're thinking about upgrading because you want to get into the more serious side of Milsim, like the 40-hour Milsim events. I just want to give you a heads up. You do not need to get a plate carrier as fancy as this to have a good time and to have something that will last you a long time. Some other plate carriers I recommend if you are in that bracket, like if you're not new to airsoft but you're new to Milsim and you want to get more into Milsim, some other plate carriers I do recommend would be the LBX plate carriers. Those are very nice. They're made here, mostly made here in the USA with high quality parts, very high quality stitching. They will last you a long time, and they're like sub $200, especially when you find them on sale. I also recommend if you like the Ferro Concepts FCPC V5 design, you can actually find some Chinese knockoffs of this plate carrier, and I've seen other people review them. Muddy Reviews specifically has some good videos all about that carrier, and they look really nice for what they are. So there you go. Those are some recommendations. That being said, I absolutely love this carrier. So if you've got the money to spend and you're not new to Milsim and you want to actually upgrade and get something real, get some for real steel use, then yeah, I recommend it. I've been very happy with my purchase. So, all right, so starting from the top, we've got the Ferro Concepts strap socks. Very basic shoulder straps, but they're low profile, and that's why I like them. These actually make it pretty comfortable to wear a pack over them. So recommend them if you're looking at getting into rucking while also wearing your plate carrier. Starting down here at the very top of the front plate pouch, or plate bag, I've got some tools. This is just full of some miscellaneous things that I would probably find myself using in the field if I needed to do a quick fix. This will not fix everything, but it'll definitely fix the most common things that I would expect to have to either tighten down or, well, yeah, basically just tighten things down if they come loose in the field. So this is a mini AR wrench. This actually came with an older E&L airsoft gun I had. It's got a little E&L logo right there on the front, if you can see that. But yeah, it's really nice. It's very handy. It's low profile, and it's got the slot right here to tighten down a castle nut, whether it's your barrel nut or your buffer tube castle nut. Other than that, I just have a bunch of random Allen wrenches in there, and basically how it goes is I get a new airsoft accessory, and it comes with its own proprietary, not proprietary, but you know, it comes with an Allen wrench in the box. So I'll go ahead and throw it in here, just so I have it in case that part comes loose and I want to be able to tighten down without having to go through a bunch of Allen wrenches. Or you get the idea, right? This is a low profile, very minimal little repair toolkit. Right in the admin pouch. That's all I keep in the admin pocket. Below that, I have my ATAK pouch. This is made by High Speed Gear, HSGI. It's their Nav something, Gen 2. I don't remember what it's called. I'll throw it on the screen for you. But it's very nice. I like it. I've gone through a couple different pouches now, and this is my favorite one that I've had so far. Yeah, this is still a work in progress, but so far I really actually like this pouch. I do recommend that ATAK pouch if you're looking for one, without having to spend S&S Precision types of dollars. Below that, we have my placard. This is the Shaw Concepts ARC placard V, whatever the newest one is. V3, V4, I don't know. And it's really nice. I like it. I did expand it out all the way because it is an expandable pocket. You can shrink it down to just accept the 3-mag placard, or the 3-mag inserts, rather, but I expanded it out so I could fit this OmniPlacard half pouch, also by Shaw Concepts. I have a random elastic M4 sleeve that I found that actually came with something that I bought from ATAK. Yeah, went ahead and stuck it in here because I have the room, so I can carry an extra magazine, why not? Next to the OmniPlacard, I have one of my Milsim West tourniquets. So these are one of those Milsim airsofting tourniquets. It's just an elastic strap, basically. It's used to simulate putting a tourniquet on somebody, and it's not actually going to cut off their blood flow. So, and then last but not least, I have just a Leatherman multi-tool. It's the Leatherman Signal. I really like it. It's like their bushcrafting one. Very handy. It's another part of the repair kit, if you will. It's actually also one of the required items for that combat engineer rule at RealSim. Let's go over what's in the little pouch here. I have a Right in the Rain. I have a pen to go with it. I have a battery-powered chem light from Laser Bright. Pretty snazzy. It can do green, or it can do red. Right? Pretty nifty. I like it. I have electrical tape. This is another required item for the combat engineer role, but quite frankly, this is another thing this and the multi-tool, quite frankly, are two things you should have on your kit anyways. You should always have some tape to quickly and hastily repair things in the field, and you should always have a multi-tool so you have a way to cut stuff. Let's see, I also have a lighter, right? Why not? Another handy thing to have, just in general. Last but not least, I have a microfiber cloth to wipe down my glasses or my lenses in the field as needed, because things do get foggy. That's just how it be sometimes. Hey guys, real quick, this is Doc Lamau, editing Doc Lamau, interjecting to let you know that I do have a tourniquet on the bottom of my front placard here. Really, this is just for looks. It's all about the LARP, right? Technically speaking, I guess I could try to use this in a real life situation if I needed to, but it's been open and out of its pouch for who knows how long at this point. So I'm not going to trust this to actually save someone's life, but hey, you know what? If a real circumstance arised, I guess it's better than nothing, but yeah, it's just on here for looks. Let's see here. I do have a USB cable that I kind of tucked behind the webbing on this front plate bag. That's one of the things I really like about this plate carrier specifically. That's one of the reasons I bought it, is because it has a lot of options for comms cable routing. So this is a USB-C cable from Loadout. I really like it. It came with these little detachable covers to keep it watertight and to keep debris from getting in there. So that way, if I'm not using the cable, it's stowed away and I know that the ends are protected from debris and things like that. Slide that back in there. Yeah, so going with the whole USB cable, moving over to the left side of the cummerbund, I have my Spirit Systems Gista pouch. In the front flap, I have the power bank that I would use to actually charge the phone. This is a 10,000 milliamp power bank. It has another protective cover, just like the USB cable does. It's another watertight cover. And yeah, I can charge USB-A or USB-C. It's got a little button on the side. You can press it and check how much power it has. There we go. All 5 LEDs are shining white. That means it's fully charged, ready to go. Next to the power bank, I have a Meshtastic node. Meshtastic is pretty cool. These are little mini radios. If you're not familiar, I highly recommend looking it up. You can use Meshtastic as a way to maintain comms if cell towers are down. And the radio waves that these things put out are way longer than your standard VHF or UHF radios. So it can travel a lot further, and it can even send small packets of data. This can send text messages. You're not going to send voice with these, you just send small packets of data. And what's really cool, and the reason why I use this for Milsim airsofting, is because there's a plugin that you can use with ATAK. Right, when you go to these Milsim airsoft events, a lot of times you're in the woods and there's no cell towers nearby, and this lets you, with the ATAK plugin, actually use ATAK with your teammates and send little map marker positions, send your location, send short text messages. You can do all of that without the use of cell towers, and it's pretty cool. These Meshtastic devices are very inexpensive, so it's fun to play around with, and you don't need to have a lot of money into it. So I recommend it. If you haven't checked out Meshtastic, you should be checking it out. All right, that's all I've got in the flap. Behind the flap, I have another M4 magazine. This little pouch behind the flap is lined with Velcro, female loop Velcro on both sides. So it's very easy to just kind of make your own things, such as this retention tab. You can just kind of stick those in there, run your own shot cord, find a random pull tab you have laying around, and then boom, you can turn this into an M4 pouch. That's actually one of the ways Spiritus advertises this exact pouch. And then next to it, I have some med shears that are retained by a Velcro cable tie-down thingy. And I just have that going through one of the 2 handles for the scissors, so that way they're not going to fly out of my pouch if I'm running around out there. Behind the Gista pouch, I have a Ferro Concepts Wingman V2 like inside the cummerbund elastic pouch. These are multi-purpose little pouches. You can either use this to store your radio inside the cummerbund, or you can store up to 2 magazines in here. I just have 1 magazine in there right now. I am a lefty, so I like to keep my left side of my cummerbund pretty low profile as possible. Within reason, right? It still has to be functional. All right, let's move over to the far side, or my right side, my support side. So this is the Spiritus Mutant pouch, is what this thing's called. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty monstrous, as you can see here. It can serve a lot of different purposes, even though it only takes up 4 columns of molly. So right here, I have another Milsim West, just Milsim airsoft tourniquet. It's attached by using a Blue Force Gear tourniquet holder. Inside the flap, this is the main compartment. It usually has Velcro, but I went ahead and silenced it up so I can have a more sneaky, if you will, way to open the pouch. Right, POV, you are right outside of a window, and you know there's bad guys inside the window, and you want to throw a grenade in there, so you just silently open this pouch, and then boom, I'm going to have all my airsoft grenades in here. So I've got a Enola Gay Thunder Flash. Right now I also have some firework stand smoke grenade, some little, the firework stand specials, if you will. There we go, I got 4 of them. And yeah, there we go, I got all these sitting in here. Yeah, fun fact if you didn't know, if you're into airsoft and you like smoke grenades, you do not have to always get the Enola Gay ones. I know that they're super nice, but you can get, I got 4 of these guys for $10. I mean, you can't beat that, right? Next to it, I've got 2 M4 magazines. This is supposed to be a radio wing pouch. It's all part of the Spiritus mutant pouch, but it fits 2 magazines just fine. So I figured, why not? I've got 8 magazines on this plate carrier right now, and figured I might as well plus up, right? Lastly, for the front, let's talk about the radio. I switched radios again, guys. So I apologize. Bear with me. I'm still trying to figure out which radios work the best for me. I'm ditching Baofeng. I'm going back to Ailence. I've seen too many people in this space recommend the Ailence radios these days. They seem to be a very great value for what you actually get. These are more expensive than the Baofeng radios. They're about twice as much as Baofeng, but I think it's worth it. The last Ailence I had, it never broke on me. I only got rid of it because I was having some squelch issues, but after doing some more digging, turns out it was user error. So I'm back to Ailence. The Gun Gamers guys recommend Ailence, and even Josh from Disco 32 recommends Ailence as well. So went back to them. I'm running a speaker mic. I used to use like the actual U94 PTTs that you can plug your Peltor down lead cable right into it, and those were super cool, very Milsim-y, right? But I decided, you know what, when I take my helmet off, I want to be able to still hear my comms. That's important to me these days. So, hey guys, editing Doc Lamau, interjecting real quick. I wanted to show you more of this radio holster type of thing that I made. It's pretty cool. I'm really happy with how this turned out. This is made out of fiberglass, which you can kind of see here, not covered by the duct tape, but it's made out of fiberglass and epoxy. And yeah, it's really solid. Like if I press on this thing, you can see I'm barely collapsing it. So it gives me more confidence to have my radio inside my cummerbund. So I'll show you right here's it going in, and it sits, in my opinion, perfectly in there. It doesn't wiggle around almost at all. Right, it's really silent. Yeah, two of my main concerns are with running my radio into my cummerbund is, number one, accidental button presses. Right, even when you lock the radio, I don't know about your radio, but at least with the ones I've had, when you press the PTT button, even if your radio is locked, it will still transmit. And a personal pet peeve of mine is hot micing. You know, I love to run comms. I'm a huge radio nerd, and I've had my teammates get upset and they want to just turn off their radios because they're getting tired of all the feedback and hot micing that happens in airsoft. So I don't want to be part of the problem. I want my guys to have a good time when we all run comms together. So that's a big reason why I wanted to do this. Another reason is to just simply protect the radio a little bit more. You know, when you have it in one of these pouches, like if you fall down when you're running, and you land on your radio, there's a chance you might, damage this connector, right? Whether it's one of those 2-pin Kenwood connectors, or this is a multi-pin. This is a Motorola M3 style connection that the Ailence radios use, which I'm a huge fan of, by the way. It makes it a waterproof connection. Not to mention just a more dust-proof connection, and in general, these last a lot longer than the cheap 2-pin Kenwood style connectors do. I've had those 2-pin connectors go bad on me, and when that happens, you have to replace the whole radio. There's no fixing that connector at that point. But yeah, any pressure I can take off of the cords and the antenna, like, I just wanted to go ahead and do this. So really happy with how this turns out. I wrapped it in duct tape just to make it snag less on both my whatever shirt it's gonna be up against, or especially when you go to shove this down into one of these stretchy elastic Wingman V2 pouches. It's not gonna snag as much when you're forcing it down in there. But yeah, just wanted to show you that. On the inside of the plate bag, or rather just on the inside, I'm using some padding. These are supposed to be pads that cool you down as you wear them. These are the Body Armor Vent ice plates. And the way these work, these are closed foam little pads that just Velcro to the inside of your plate carrier. It comes with Velcro strips that you just go ahead and stick on your plate carrier. And then you just plop those on, and now they're on there. Comes with all the instructions, all the stuff you would need to actually mount these, just like I did. And so far, not gonna lie, it makes a difference. Is it like a night and day, oh my gosh, this is like a game changer? No, I would not say so. But hey, if you are a sweaty guy and you're playing in the middle of the summer, yeah, you might want to consider these. I think it does make a difference. Right here, I have a mini IFAK. This is the Condor IFAK Lite. Right, it's Condor, it's nothing special, but hey, it works, it does the job. I've had this thing for a long time and it's never failed. It still looks pretty new to me, so. In here, I do have a splint. This is kind of, sort of required by Milsim these days. They at least tell you to have something that you can use as a splint. Whether it is a real splint or not is up to you, but it's part of their medic system nowadays. So I do have a splint in here. I also have an inhaler because I do have mild asthma, and it's actually brought on by allergies. So turns out I'm allergic to a lot of trees. Guess what? When you go to the woods, there's a lot of trees. So just playing it safe in case I need a little something, I have this in there. I have a Sharpie because why not? And then I do have an actual like boo-boo kit. So this has burn gel, it has Benadryl, antiseptic wipes, some actual dude wipes, Band-Aids, more of the Next Care waterproof Band-Aids, which if you haven't seen my previous video, highly recommend these. These are awesome. And then some moleskin in case I have some blisters that are forming and I want to take care of those. So that's it for the IFAK. Like I said, there are some required items for the role I'll be playing as. One of those required items is an e-tool. And guess what fits in this top pouch? An e-tool. I won't pull it all the way out. This is just the Gerber e-tool. It's the current issue from the military. And yeah, I will also be required to carry some quote-unquote charges. They're mock charges, basically. I don't even know if they actually go boom or not, but I'll be carrying some mock charges. I'll have some wire spool. I'll throw it up on the screen for you. And there will also be some clacker detonators. I did message the Milsim staff, and they confirmed they believe at least 2 out of those 3 charges should fit in this top pouch alone. So I'm thinking I can have the third charge, or maybe just the wire spool and the clackers, or I don't know. I've got those 2 GP pouches on the front as well that I can probably utilize if I need to. And I shouldn't have to carry all of the required items all at the same time. It will just be mission specific what I need to actually carry. Realistically, I just need to carry all that stuff in my rucksack, and then based on the mission, I'll take what I need. So I foresee no issues carrying what I need for each mission with this setup. In the bottom pouch, right now, I just have a beanie because sometimes it gets cold pulling that Firewatch. So I have a beanie in here. Also at nighttime, I'll probably, when it gets closer to nighttime, I will also put my digital night vision in here. I'll probably stick it inside the beanie, wrap it up, and then put it in here so it has a little bit of padding. And then behind this pouch, I have the Ferro Concepts water back panel. So if you weren't aware, the Ferro Concepts back panels are pretty cool. They can all zip together. So on this first zipper, I have the water back panel. That's what this part is in the middle. And then attached directly to that, I have then the double GP back panel. So in here, I have a 1.8 liter water bladder by HydraPak. This is in collaboration with Ferro Concepts, as you can see right there. So it's designed to fit perfectly in the Ferro water back panel. And like I said, it carries 1.8 liters of water. That should be plenty for whichever mission we're going out on. Should never run out of water. And I have the hose coming out of the back panel, running it right through the right side shoulder strap. And then it's right here on the front. So that's my water setup. So all right, guys, that's basically the whole plate carrier. Well, all right, guys, if you're still here, I do appreciate you watching to the end. As always, it means a lot to me. And you know what else means a lot to me? Leaving a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about my kit setup. Let me know if you have any constructive criticism, things that you think I could improve on personally. But also, if you found something useful, like if you saw something like, hey, you know what, that's a great idea. I'm gonna try running my kit like that next time to see how it goes. That's awesome. I'd love to hear about it. Yeah, also consider dropping a like on the video. That really helps the video get seen by more people. The algorithm will then recommend this video to more people that are kind of just like you, more people that are into this whole Milsim kind of, you know, gear review type of stuff. So that would mean a lot to me. And then last but not least, if you want to see more of my kit videos coming up, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss those when they drop. I'll have a video coming out about my helmet setup right here. And I'll have a video coming out about my primary airsoft weapon club, which looks like this, because I'm currently doing some work to it. What else is new? The life of an airsofter, always trying to fix their broken guns. But yeah, once again, guys, I really appreciate you watching to the end. It means a lot to me. And yeah, we'll catch you next time. This is Dr. Mao, signing off. Peace.